Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. May I say, well done to the Newcastle Away the Lads unit crew in the corner of the Emirates. You know, that song at the end, you know, Don't Take Me Home, was class. Daps spotted that. I didn't even spot that. Daps did.
That still.
Yeah, man, they could, you know, defending for their lives. Some may say it was all a plan. Some may say they're missing Saka. Some may say Bruno G and even Pope was on the pitch, let alone Shaw. You know, Dan Burn really made it a hellfire there with that defensive display, I must say. But, you know, it could have went either way, let's be real. Like some of these corners and more corners and crosses, other than the Martinelli part. But that has made my night.
Martinelli.
Get in, bro.
Martinelli.
Yeah,
good way. See Isak here? Give me your striker from Sweden. All of that, bro. All that sauce. Big up, brand. Like, no disrespect, bro. I am absolutely
every
buzzing.
bit of disrespect.
I would have took a 0-0 or draw, but bro, North London is Newcastle's. North London is black and white. My hometown is black and white. Tottenham, Highbury is her absolute madness. Gordon and Isak, if you had those two in your team tonight, you would have won the game. It's absolutely blasphemous.
They wouldn't have won even with them, bro. Let's be honest. But
nah, Isak's another level, bro. I told Daps, I keep telling him, I don't care what anyone says about the pass and this and that. Isak is the best striker, not only in the Prem, but in the whole of England and in Europe right now. I think he's the best player right now in Europe. Period. Isak is the best player right now in Europe right now. No one can tell me nothing. Dare you try to tell me something, veteran? Get me? We ain't won at the Emirates since 2010. I don't know what Arteta was doing. Yeah, I had no hair at the time.
15 years.
Yeah. 2010, we've gone to the Emirates. Yes, his fine margins. Martinelli hit the post. But when he hit the post, I thought, okay.
That wasn't fine margins. Like,
it was not, because it could have changed the game a little bit.
That dude is ass. That's what I expected him to miss that.
Yeah, I thought it was a goal. I'll be honest. I was like, I Watchalongs.
I was surprised he hit anything. I was fearful who was sitting in the front row. I was saying duck.
Hit the post, you know what?
Yo, why were you fearful of who was in the front row, man? That wasn't at the Emirates, man. That was the Emirates, man. Did you not see, man?
Nah,
There's no one there, man. You don't have to worry about that front row, man.
It got pretty empty early, like typical certain Arsenal fans in a way. Not
by the way, we got a special guest incoming. We got a special guest. But before we get that special guest, look, ADR, big up yourself. Forgot to message you back. It was pretty much a full schedule by that point. You know what I'm saying? Mons actually encouraged me to do this. I'm knackered, but let's get the Arsenal fans involved. Yeah, they're on the try lists. Who wants to start first? Mr. Brandon, big up yourself. You know,
big up Brandon,
and obviously Jay, aka Catch. Bro, you know what? He asked me to jump on pause. By the way, when they were down 2-0, and that's what you call respect. That's what you call a man that's got to vent. That's what I call courage. Because guess what? I was watching Gladiator 2 recently. I knew there was something incoming. Yeah.
That begins, boy. I can only imagine all the Arsenal content creators right there.
Great story, terrible acting. But go on, take it away.
Bro, my man could go because he was here first. But yeah, it ain't even a venting thing, bro. I'm ill. I've stopped smoking weed. This is the second day and I'm fucked. Hey, bro, don't do that.
It's a relapse thing tonight, bedroom. It's a relapse
not
thing.
Even. Listen, I don't let Arsenal, but literally, I've got the flu. I was in bed. Arts Kaz. I messaged him. I said, bro, this. And then you got other Arsenal fans defending this shit. Is just, it's a joke, bro. Like, it's a joke. And for one, hey, what? You saying that fucking Isak one weren't a foul?
Oh, brother, I'm not going to do this.
What do you mean, oh, brother?
We're not going to do this. I heard another man say
I'm asking you. I'm just asking you.
I didn't see it.
Man blatantly pushed him.
Yeah,
you didn't see it.
By the way, If you go look at
wait,
James.
Oh my God,
James.
I got
Did
you.
you see the older guy pull out Isak?
Specs, I got you. Specs, I
Hold
got
on.
He's
Hey. Hey, can I get some
better
authority over here? By the way, if you go look at the goal against Brighton from Arsenal, they also done the exact same thing.
That's a different game. We're talking about
That was only
today,
last
my
week.
boy.
Like, Jay,
We're talking about today.
Did you
We're
see
not talking about last
Isak?
week.
Did you see
Pardon?
Odegaard pull out? Did you see Odegaard pull out Isak and it got loud?
Did you see Linton?
No, that was Trossard. That was Trossard.
Wait. Did you see Linton? Did you see Linton just before that pullback party? But people ain't seeing that. In the exact shot, look at that clip, and you see Partey get pulled back, and then Trossard does it after. Go look.
You disappointed me, Jay, man. You were here level-headed the other day, man. You were level-headed talking sense.
What do you mean I'm talking sense? I'm watching a game, my boy. I'm watching a game. What? So you're telling me that weren't a foul? That weren't a blatant push? Isak is 2 hands, my boy.
Yo, Jay, what's the name of this channel? What's the name of this channel?
He was like,
Never a foul.
There you go, then. There you go.
I'm just being real, innit? Like,
but there's no excuse, though.
All day there was a foul. Oh, no, there was no. I turned off after 2-0. I turned off after 2-0. I was done.
Second half, you
stadium, man.
Second half, you was kind of like, I thought second half you actually come out more. I was a bit nervous, thinking they're gonna keep on peppering us, having little moments. But you ran out of ideas, bro. Run out of ideas,
bro,
man.
That was the design. Don't think for 1 second Newcastle.
Who's that? Oh shit!
That was the design.
No,
Listen, Newcastle, after they scored the second goal, they went 5-5-0. They went 5-5-0.
I know. I know.
Yeah, but they literally took off everybody.
No. I'm gonna say this. Alexander Isak, Anthony Gordon. I told you guys, 2 of the best already in the league in their positions. On, bro. I'll give you credit. Your attack is much better than ours. I think our attack is one of the worst in the league without Bukayo Saka.
Listen. All that. Oh, they're the best in the league. Yeah. You see when like Cole Palmer and all these man, when there's no respect, people just attack. You see when they get respect and people start dropping back, then you start talking about best in the league, and that man's got 2 games, and you're talking about best in the league.
Isak is one of the
best. Isak. I'm not Gordon. You're talking about Gordon, one of the best in the league.
Who's your better Name a better left.
He's good, but he's not the man saying one of the best in the league. Is crazy.
Name a better left winger. Name a better left winger.
James, we're right in the panel, you know.
Name a better left winger than Anthony Gordon.
I can't hear
Name a better left winger than Anthony Gordon.
In the league right now.
In the league.
Hudson-Odoi.
You see this deluded guy.
Yeah, it's gone mad.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Hudson,
you're deluded, bro.
Even Murphy right now is doing his thing. Don't sleep on him.
I'm just gonna go back in the dark, and I'm gonna tell you guys, it is what it is, bro. My team right now, we're struggling. It is what it is. This is what we are.
Yo, Igal, talk to us about those XG stats at halftime that you sent in the group, bro.
Listen, forget about XG. We actually can't hit a barn door. We had 23 shots, and those guys couldn't hit it. They couldn't hit the target. It is what it is. When you create chances, 2-1
up at halftime. What happened to that?
Yeah, we should have been, but Martinelli hits the bar. What do you call it? Timber misses a header.
Second half,
Havertz does what he does. No excuses, though.
No
excuses, though.
You lot gave up. You couldn't handle our midfield. Couldn't handle our midfield.
Those guys play better than us. We don't deserve to win.
Are they checked out?
Yeah, facts.
Bro, it's not about being checked out.
Do they want Arteta gone?
I don't want Arteta gone.
And it's all of a sudden everyone's just pulling out with injuries. Like, it's like, for me, it's looking like everyone's checking out.
You think the players want the manager gone?
I don't know, my guy. You know, when it just becomes, they're looking at this going, mate, like this nearly thing ain't good enough. And then when you come in, when you go in the press conference and say, oh, if we win the Carling Cup, it's just the other. You think they ain't human like us? You think they don't look at that and go, maybe this ain't the man for us, you know? Because my man's talking about success of Carling Cup, and it's like, bro, it's guy mad.
This man is cooking. That's some real shit. Players stupid, man. Players.
Hey, Gal, do you mind turning the light on, please?
Players there, they literally like.
We're scared for you.
This shit gets stale, bro. It's like, what is he talking about?
We must know that you're mentally okay for one, and second of all, you know, back in the summer You know when you said that you don't even need to outscore everyone because you're gonna out defend everyone. Do you remember that one?
Saliba got. Isak had Saliba. Saliba was a local man to Isak.
Do you remember when you said you got?
Him and Skelly tried double up, bruv.
Local man for Isak. Do you remember when you said you got?
Be easy with the little man talk, car. This is
AJ,
I hear you. I hear you for today.
I know you hear me.
The little man is not. Don't do the little man thing.
He did look a man.
Yeah, today. But don't say he's a little man.
No. Today. No, I didn't say that. I said today is a look up both. No, Skinny played well. I actually think Skinny played well. But when they were doubling up Saliba, I was quite stunned. But
Saliba got cooked.
Forget about all that bullshit.
I want to know about your. I want to know about your first team.
Put the 150 million on the table. Put the 150 million on the table.
Bro. Listen, Agal. Are you not getting? No matter how much money, no matter how much money you give this manager, bro, it is not. The guy has spent over 700. What do you mean? Give him another 150? Like, go into the. Hold on, though. Yes, I hear you.
Isak was to go Arsenal anyway, bro.
I hear you, but
think about it right now.
He's going to the board. He's got no legs to stand on.
Is if you guys get Champions League football,
brother. We might get there. Well, no, I'm saying Isak's better than Arsenal, bro.
Hey, listen. What
do you mean Isak's better than Arsenal, bro? You
listen.
What do you think? What's happening?
Wait, so hold on, brother. Are you mad? Isak is bigger than Arsenal right now, bro. He's bigger than Arsenal right now, bro.
Hilarious that Arsenal think they just gonna go get.
But Arsenal ain't winning nothing this season, and maybe not Newcastle. How about that?
Why would he go to Arsenal, bro? Fuck would he go there for?
Arsenal, bro. What's he going to Arsenal for?
What do you mean? Why would he go?
This is what I heard.
Bro, listen, it's like, come on.
Chelsea, bro.
What I have done. The man's trying to twerk for Chelsea. Shake your ass for Cole.
I'd rather go Chelsea than Arsenal, bro. You're going.
Listen.
You guys hold it down. I'm out of here, bro.
Why are you out? Why you out of it? Because the
Chelsea came to show face.
That baby oil, you ready?
Nah, you got to stay, bro.
I literally came to show
face. You got to take your licks, brother.
You got to serve your time, Gal. You don't choose when you leave, man.
Bro, I tried to come in there and talking shit and run away.
Arsenal fans right there. I just came to show face.
No, I'm going.
What? Man,
this ain't the Emirates, man. You can't leave before full time, Miguel. This ain't the Emirates, man.
Yeah, you got.
Listen, I'm gonna
wait, not in the forest, yeah. This guy. I've been watching.
By the way,
bro.
You guys know we play Man United next, then Tottenham, then Aston Villa.
I'm collecting my W.
Well, you better get a loan in striker. You better bring back Nketiah
from Arsenal.
Oh, 100%. Your attack is non-existent, bro.
I don't like
we'll
how
be
you're
there.
doing lip service.
We'll be there.
Yo, you need the Bamiyan back,
He don't like what should I say in silence?
This is when you know we're getting mad. This is when you know the team.
Why are you mad at me?
Bro, we got Man U fans saying we're getting the 3 points. Bro, are you not seeing what's going on?
Bro, you're losing it. There's no 3 points, man. What are you talking about?
It's not league match. FA Cup.
Hey,
no, Man U.
I won a 2-0.
Oh, FA. My bad. I'm going.
Your head is hot, man.
Everyone's going better there, boy.
Yeah,
the girls rattled and gone.
Wow, rattled and left. Crazy. Brandon, go on.
Listen, he's just come on here and said, drop the 150 mil for Isak. Listen, we could go and get Isak for 150 mil. We could give him 200 grand a week. Within 6 months, this manager would have fucking killed him. Yeah, because he has done every single attacking player that we've got.
You think so?
Every attacking player that we have got has died under this manager. Martinelli was cooking 2 seasons ago. He was cooking under Unai Emery. Jesus was cooking when he first came to Arsenal. Yeah. Trossard, only last season was our second top goal scorer. Havertz has always been shit, so don't even talk to me about that guy, right? But every single attacking player that this manager has either inherited or he has bought, he has killed off. Ask yourself why that is. So we could go and drop 150 mil on Isak. Yeah. But that guy will not be the same player in 6 months after 6 months of being underneath this manager. He kills attacking players. Yeah, he kills attacking players. Tonight, yeah, it was, well, let's just put it this way. Arsenal in phase 5 should not be relying on winning a Carabao Cup. But it's the position that we have put ourselves in. So you go into that game tonight and you think, cool, we need to show something tonight. We're at home. We know how difficult St. James's Park is because the last 2 seasons we've gone there and we've had 1 shot on target in 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So we know we need to win tonight. In that first half is on the players. Yeah, we should have been 3-0 up before Newcastle even scored the goal. Martinelli, trust me, Martinelli hits the post because he cannot finish. This guy is just fucking useless right now. Timber should have scored from a corner, but he headed it over. And Gabriel should have scored from a corner as well. We should have been 3-0 up before Isak even scored. Then you go to the goal that we conceded, right? Now, for a team that is so-called built on their defensive shape, we'll hit teams on the counter and maybe win the game 1 or 2-0, but we're going to rely heavily on our defence because that's the best department of our team, right? Look at how many defenders this guy's bought since he's been here. Ridiculous amounts, right? The way we defended for that first goal was absolutely pathetic. Why is William Saliba on the edge of his box trying to win the initial header? You're a defender, my guy. Hold the line with Gabriel. If you don't win that initial header, you're there to sweep up. Instead, he goes to try and win. Instead, he goes to try and win the header. Yeah, doesn't win the header. And effectively, we're left with a back 2 of Gabriel and Martin fucking Odegaard. Yeah. Declan Rice ends up ball watching, which ends up letting Murphy in. And then Odegaard does exactly the same, which allows Isak to score. Second goal. Yeah. We're going at half time. I'm sat there thinking, Jesus Christ, Trossard needs to come off at half time. Havertz needs to come off at half time because both of them were an absolute disgrace in the first half. Havertz is supposed to be playing number 9. Every single time Arsenal tried to put the ball in the box, where was this guy? He was either on the right wing, in midfield, doing something that he shouldn't have been fucking doing because you're the number fucking 9.
Hold on. Ain't this what he does every game? Ain't this down to the manager telling him to do this?
Yeah, and I'm getting to that, yeah? I'm getting to that. So he should have come off anyway. Trossard should have come off because he was a disgrace. But the manager decides, I'm not going to do that. We're going to send them out. We're going to go again. He waits until we go 2-0 down before he makes a substitution. I always talk about this manager's in-game management, and this is why he will never be a top manager. Because top managers realise when things are not going right, what changes he needs to make in order to make Arsenal more effective on the pitch or whatever team it is, right? Fergie at Man United was the best at doing that, right? Man United would be losing the game. Fergie would do something which would change the game, and Man United would end up coming home with the 3 points. Pep Guardiola did it for City for, the last 3-4 years as well. Not doing it this season, but he did it for City as well. That's the difference between being a good manager and a top-class manager. Mikel Arteta isn't either of them. He is probably levels below. I would put him in the same bracket as a Brendan Rodgers, as a Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as a Frank Lampard. Yeah, he's no different. His in-game management is pathetic, right? People think, for some unknown reason, Arsenal fans have got infatuated with this. Yeah, but he put the best players out there to do the job. Well, I could pick Arsenal's best 11. You could pick Arsenal's best 11. Kaz could pick Arsenal's best 11, right? That's not what the manager's there to do. The manager is there to win the team points as well. The manager is there to make decisions and make tactical changes, personnel changes when things are not going right that ends up winning the team points. More time often than not, I see this manager cost Arsenal points. And prime example would be again today, because he waits until Arsenal go 2-0 down before he makes a substitution. Then, when he makes a substitution, he takes off Thomas Partey, the only midfielder that we have who can receive the ball on the half turn, drive forward with it, make line-breaking passes,
What about 100 million rice?
and brings on fucking Jorginho.
I was waiting for that. Jorginho was wild.
On top of that, we've got Specs, big up yourself, yeah? Who's just out of curiosity, who is, when you've got all your midfielders fit, who's Newcastle's most creative player?
It'll be Bruno.
Bruno Guimaraes. Guys, he wasn't there today. He was suspended. Yeah.
Yep.
Where was Shaw? Where was Shaw?
Maybe
You would
suspended as well.
So you would think that Arsenal's creative spark in the midfield in Martin Odegaard would have an easy time in midfield today, yeah? You would thought. No, of course he didn't, yeah? The guy's absolute fucking pathetic. He's weak, he's feeble, yeah? Jorginho actually came on the pitch and created more than Martin Odegaard did in the entire game. And Jorginho's 34, his legs are gone, he should be in a Zimmer frame right now, yeah? That's how bad this guy is. But
be playing for Torino.
This guy is the creative spark. This guy is the captain of the football club. This guy is supposed to be the guy that reflects everything about the footable club. You know, when the manager picks their captain, normally that's the guy. Normally when the manager picks a captain, because he's the guy who represents everything that you want to do on the pitch, off the pitch, all the rest of it, right? This guy's the perfect captain for this manager because he's fucking shit and all. And so is this manager, right? Arsenal have had 5 years, £800 million spent.
What phase are you in again?
I'm sat here genuinely saying right now that if we're being realistic about things, Arsenal need a number 10 because Martin Odegaard is not a number 10. He never has been a number 10.
Definitely.
Yeah, we need to have some discussion.
We need a left winger. We need a right winger who can not only cover Bukayo Saka but provide competition for him. And we need a number 9. So when you add all that together to get top class players in all them departments, we need another £300 million. How the fuck is that the case? When this manager's been here for 5 years.
Well, he spent it on all the left backs and defenders, bro. I don't know, man. But you definitely a striker, though, bro.
But then people want to sit here
striker,
when I actually call out the whole lot. Like me and Miguel obviously had that fight about the manager situation after Brighton, and he was like, "Well, you can't blame the manager." Of course, I can blame the manager. Who brought the players to the football club? Who's invested in these players? Who's given them new contracts? Who's bought them in the first place? The manager, yeah? The hierarchy.
Arteta could punch a Gal in the face and the Gal said he probably would say it's not his fault.
True.
No. A Gal would say he's sorry. A Gal would say he's sorry.
People are looking. people are looking.
I'm sorry, Mikel.
People are looking to the Cronkies to save Arsenal out of this mess right now. If I'm Josh Kroenke, if I'm Stan Kroenke, right, I'm sat there going, hang about, you've had 800 million, my guy. If that ain't good enough to get Arsenal into a position, then what are we actually doing? Yeah, why is it that you need another £300 million? What the fuck have you done with the money? He spent it on absolute drops. And
sorry to cut you, though, bro, but definitely got to give Newcastle the credit, though, bro. Like, we came there.
Bro, man gave you your credit, bro.
Now, one more, bro. One more, Jay. Give me more, bro.
He deserves more.
Not enough, bro. Explain to what Newcastle done to you why you couldn't win the game. What did we do? So, just you lot, what did we do, bro?
What did you do?
I'll tell you what he did, man. I'll tell you, you took the piss. You took the piss. You brought Miggy on, man. You brought Miggy on and took Isak off at the Emirates, man.
I'll tell you what you did. I'll tell you what you did, yeah?
He came for Gordon, to be fair.
We got Jay, by the way.
A lot of Arsenal fans were going into this game thinking Newcastle are coming to the Emirates. They know we're no good at St James's Park. We haven't been for the last 2 years. They're going to come for a draw. That is going to give us a better base to be able to maybe go and win the game, because at least we know that Newcastle are not going to attack that often. You came to the Emirates tonight and you didn't show us any respect, and big up to yourselves, because you said, hang about, we might not have Bruno Guimaraes, but our midfield's better than yours. Our attack's better than yours, and we're going to fucking show you. Yeah? And you did.
I think it's almost like the same.
You bullied us in every single department. Every single department. How is it, right? Please, someone explain to me, right, how we can have a manager here for 5 years with all the money spent, and my man in the top corner there, Forest fan. We got Forest above Arsenal, and Arsenal fans are genuinely still sat here backing this shit. Are you for real? I shouldn't be on trial. I should be on trial, Kaz.
They're 3 points off Liverpool.
Kaz, bro, I should not be on trial right now. Yeah, I don't believe in this bullshit. I should be part of the fucking jury. Unfortunately, I'm here answering for my managers and my players and my fan base's crimes. What the fuck is this?
So would you trust Arteta if you had a big war chest? Let's like let's say in hindsight, would you trust him for one more season? Just get a little trinkets right.
Oh no.
Thanks. Let me answer that in one way. Let me answer that in one way. Willian, Lokonga, Tavares, Raya. Not Raya. Sorry, Matt Ryan, Runnerson. Fucking, how many more players do I have to name that this guy has brought to the club, invested in, and they haven't worked out? Even we could go to most recent transfers as well, right? Mikel Merino isn't good enough to be an Arsenal starting 11 player. Fabio Vieira is another one. We dashed him out on loan because he's not good enough, right? Let's even go to Arsenal's most expensive transfer window. Now I'm going to say something out here that's maybe a little bit controversial, and some people might not agree with me, right? Arsenal, 2 summers ago, spent £170 million on Declan Rice and Kai Havertz. That was our biggest transfer window under this manager. If we're being real, neither of them 2 signings have worked out in the way that we wanted them to. Because Rice was brought in to be the 6. He's currently playing the 8.
I don't know what he is.
Havertz was brought in to be the 8, and he was no good at the 8. So we've moved him to the 9, and we still need an 8 and a 9. Rice can't play the 6 because he can't receive the ball on the half turn in the way that Thomas Partey can and make line breaking passes. Yes, he could drive forward with the ball, but he's very, very slow and lethargic. He's got a turning circle in the Titanic. Let's be real, But when he gets the ball at his feet and he's driving forward with it, that's fine. But on the half turn, which is what Thomas Partey does in the 6th role, he ain't got the agility. He can't. He's not press resistant. That's why Rice for 100 million for the position that we brought him in hasn't worked out, and Havertz for 65 million in the 2 positions that we've allowed him to play in hasn't worked out. So there's 170 million pound that the manager has effectively fucked up. In that same summer, by the way, Newcastle went and paid 63 million pound for Alexander Isak from Real Sociedad. Arsenal paid 65 million for.
You could have had him. You could have had him, but you pulled out. You rather Jesus and Bruno had him as well.
In the January transfer window prior to that, when Arsenal were linked to, I think we was linked to MUDDED and all the rest of it. There were Arsenal fans online tracking Isak's number plate. We all remember that, yeah. So why didn't Arsenal go in that summer transfer window and go, there's the 63 million pound, we'll take him. He's a number 9.
I think it's an ego thing because you're Arsenal.
We don't take risks.
Yes.
Let me run you football. It's not an ego thing. It's not an ego thing because we're Arsenal. The ego thing comes from the manager, right? Hence why.
How's he got an ego? What has he got to stand on to have an ego?
Hang on, I'll explain. He has an ego that is bigger than what this guy actually is. And what I mean by that is, Arteta was credited with winning the FA Cup in the first season that he was at Arsenal. We was told by Arsenal fans that entire squad had to be broken up because it was toxic and negative. We go back and look at that squad. It had the likes of Aubameyang, Guendouzi, Kieran Tierney. Yeah, they're just examples. David Luiz even, right? Them 4 players that I've just picked out, the one thing that they have that's above their ability is they have personality. My man decided, I'm going to dash all these players away and I'm going to bring in young man them that are going to follow me like sheep, that are going to do as I tell them to do, that know that if they go on that football pitch and try and do anything different to what I've told them to, I'm going to hook them. Yeah, Arteta has all the power. Hence why Arsenal are playing in a certain way where if you watch Arsenal closely, every time we go to attack or we hit teams on the counter-attack, I beg you watch this, right? Because I've called this out a number of times. Arsenal will go to hit on the counter-attack. They'll get into a decent position, and people wonder why we struggle to break down low blocks, right? We'll get ourselves into a decent position, and then we slow it all down, and we recycle the ball, and we go backwards, sideways, and all the rest of it. 2 seasons ago, before the manager actually had a grip on this squad, when Arsenal were actually playing attacking football when we was 8 points clear with 8 games to go, there was none of that. We'd get ourselves into a position where the opponents are out of position and we just attack. That'd be it. That's why these players would end up scoring. And then you're looking at Martinelli now. He's not even reaching the byline no more. He's getting to the byline and he's going backwards. Well, to me, when you watch every single player,
wasn't that bad today, though. I want to put that. Just my
he weren't bad, but he weren't great.
Teams are figuring Martinelli out. They know what he's like. He's pretty much transferred into a one-trick pony. Whereas before, when he came,
he never used to be like that.
Yeah.
He never used to be like that.
That's what I'm saying. When he came through, he was not that. And it's almost like
he's a Brazilian Michaela.
I'll tell you right now, Martinelli. I'll tell you that right now, Martinelli was never that good. He was never that bad. Like I feel like he's definitely regressed, but he was never that good.
He regressed back to the mean, bro.
It was never that. Yeah, like it was never that good to begin with. And what? And
I think though, Mons, I think Martinelli would actually cook at Liverpool.
Probably, no, yeah, he'd do better at Liverpool. But the thing is with Martinelli is that when it comes to his end product and his actual decision making in game, it's not good enough anyways. I'll go as far as to say he could have had even a lot more goals than the season where he scored 15, 16. That's what I mean when I talk about decision making. At least with Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka's been he's been molded to be very robotic, even though he still does the job for Arsenal.
They're all like it though, bro. This is the thing. If you go back to
Bukayo Saka, at least he's actually got the innate talent to still make the right decisions in the right situation. With players like Trossard, who isn't good enough to start, he's never been good enough to start. Martinelli, who decision making isn't good enough. Kai Havertz, where I guess what more do I need to say about that? There's not enough in your front line, and the fact that you signed one striker, and when I say striker, I mean striker because Kai Havertz striker. As you said, he was signed as an 8, innit?
Kai Havertz is a 9.4.
One striker, bro.
9 or 10.
One striker since Aubameyang. One striker.
Who?
Kai Havertz. When I say this, he's the only, and that's why I say you haven't signed a single striker in like 5 years.
And don't forget Jesus, man. Remember he was back because he scored against Crystal Palace and back-to-back games, man. Let's not forget that.
They bought him as the striker.
Bro, he can go under this when you say striker as well, by the way.
Yeah, because he's not a proper striker. But you know all this roboticness from Arsenal in attack, right? You do know that all of this is instructions from the manager. And I know this because you only have to watch the game against Brighton. Ethan Nwaneri took up Bukayo Saka's position against Brighton, right? And he was doing the same thing, getting himself into good positions and then moving the ball backwards, sideways, and all the rest of it. So this is definitely a manager's.
It is very safe. Let me run these. ADR says we deserve this L. Shake my head. Why are people laughing? Isak equals best striker in the world.
Damn right.
ADR says, bro, it's all good. Hit me on forgot spot. Yeah. Definitely, I forgot. My bad. We've got to be honest, not good enough. Players look confused with tactics. Rice isn't an 8. When did our standards drop? No trophies again. Not okay. You're fearing Man United. Trust me, man. Blaze. Let's sing it. 60 million
down the drain, baby.
Yeah, man, that's the one. I'm not gonna sing it though. Jay says, Newcastle should save Saka, make boyhood dreams come true. Was he a Newcastle fan?
Let me just say about this. Let me just say about this super chat as well. By the way, right? When Arsene Wenger was Arsenal manager, in the last 5 years of Arsene Wenger's reign, Arsene Wenger won, I think it was like 3 FA Cups, right? 3 FA Cups was not enough for Arsenal to keep hold of their best players, Van Persie, Alexis Sanchez, all the rest of it. So Arsenal fans out there that was going,
even the manager,
even the manager. And this is the thing, right?
Didn't get half of the money. Didn't get half of the money, by the way.
No. So Arsenal fans that are out there right now saying, "Oh, if we win the Carabao Cup this season, then it's a successful season." Do they genuinely think that if Real Madrid turned up to our door and said, "Do you know what? We need William Saliba. We're willing to offer you £130 million." Do you really think that William Saliba is going to go, "Nah, bruv, you're all right. We've just won the Carabao Cup"? Fuck off, mate.
Here's the fucked up part. With Real Madrid will go to Saliba and say, "Run your contract out and come out."
These players, I'm telling you now, Saka, Saliba, any other top player that, well, I don't think there's any other top player. Yeah, They will be gone within the next 3 years if this manager remains here. I'm telling you that now.
Amar says, by the way, I wouldn't take Gordon over Gakpo.
I would.
Gakpo's had one good half a season. Let's chill out.
That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'll keep Gordon all day long.
Yeah.
Andy I got pain for saying I wanted to sign Gordon in the summer. Kaz, they killed me.
Hey, you should have when Chelsea wanted to sign him, my fan base went crazy. What the fuck, that bum?
I'll be real. I was one of them. Yeah, I was saying he's a bum as well. I'll be real.
Where you going and putting super chat here, man?
I'll be real.
You got to give props to Eddie Howe. You got to give props to Eddie Howe.
It's crazy. Andy says that Nottingham Forest. I thought are you not second though?
Joint second.
Why are you coming for me for? Like, you're above these other guys and you want to come for me? Like,
17 points, baby. 17 points.
What? And guess what? If you finish second and I finish 8th or 9th, we've had the same season. Who gives a shit?
You haven't, because they have Champions League football.
They got champs. But do we celebrate champs now?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a different. They
used to cuss Wenger for celebrating champs. Now, they got champs.
The difference is when we go into Champions League, we win it, bro. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Wow. You know why I say it's the same season? Yeah, they can go in a champs. Yeah. It doesn't bother me. They're not winning it, not remotely winning it, not even getting far, bro. And guess what? They'll have a crash out season. That's the reason why it's not like a Liverpool season. Like I'll say we have the same season, but that's great. You probably go far. These I couldn't give a toss.
Just like Newcastle are crashing out this year, yeah, Cass. It's a
day out. It's a day out. You're not Newcastle. Please stop that.
I know. We have European trophies.
You ain't doing what Newcastle are doing. Allow it.
They are. Newcastle and Forest are shaking this league up. We are shaking this league up.
All I'm saying, Newcastle, they could enjoy this because I feel like Newcastle are going to be there for a bit. You Nottingham Forest fans, you better enjoy this. Bro, this is the only time. This is the only time. This is the only time you're going to be able to
we gave you your kit. That's what you're enjoying. Yeah?
You're relevant. You're relevant for a season,
remember
where
your kit came from. Yeah.
Carry on talking. You're relevant for a season. You could keep going, man. It's nearly over.
Bro, you're relevant because we gave you a kit. You literally wouldn't exist about us, man.
Yeah, Idiot said, you think Arteta is building a nuclear bomb the way he overthinks? Man thinks he's Einstein, but he's really the nutty professor.
Hey, listen, he needs to just clear his desk out right now. I know exactly what he'll be taking with him. But imagine if Arsenal's hierarchy turned around to Arteta right now and said,
"You're lying. You're lying. He did not say this. He did not say this.
He did. He said this. He said this. He blamed the board. He blamed the board.
Wait, did he blame the board?
Look what he said. Look at that.
I can't go back in now.
It's just
he said.
very different.
That's your manager. Boys, that's your manager.
Wait, Pete, was it a square ball? Was it square or something?
I think it was with this Puma. You know, Puma, like it's more hard. It's, you know, he's a
yellow ball and all that.
Can we stop with the Arsenal stuff and big up Newcastle, please?
That can't be a real.
Yes.
What is it real? Is it real?
He said that.
He said that.
That's some shit I expect the ball do.
It's all over socials. It's all over socials. Arsenal fans are going mad.
I'm starting to see Ten Hag tendencies.
That's what I expect a gal to say.
That's what I'm saying. A deluded fan supposed to say some shit like that.
No way you blame the ball.
Yo, I bet Egal's agreeing, man. Egal's like, yeah, man, he's right. It wasn't round enough, but
Egal got Stockholm syndrome, bro. One of my first days I ever came on here, I told y'all the more they lose, the more they love.
Keep that comment starred as well. We need that. We need that quote.
That's madness, man.
That's mad. Yeah. Can I just say something?
Eddie Howe outsmarted him, man.
Can I just say something about Arsenal fans as well?
Trust me.
This was more than a humbling because I feel like it's taken a long time to realize that Arsenal's attack isn't it. And don't get me wrong. What saved Arsenal for a long time is their defense, because one thing I'll give Arteta is that he's built a bad boy defense for Arsenal, and that's something Arsenal haven't had for a long. I'd say back to their Sol Campbell days. Arsenal haven't had a defense like this since their Sol Campbell days. I think that's just fair to say on the basis of things. However, it's a lot harder to go from 5th to 2nd than it is to go from 2nd to 1st. And when you have resources, you have to use them properly. And the bottom line is, the reason why the coach is in hot water right now, especially, is because the defense is also starting to look leaky as well. Your defense wasn't perfectly fine, but your defense was good enough. Yet you keep reinforcing and changing things that didn't actually really needed to be changed that much. Like I'm looking at some of the players playing in certain positions, and I'm going, well, if you look at Brighton, it's some real terrorist activity. You played 3 DMs and 4 centre backs. 3 DMs. Like, I'm talking plus size models. I'm talking enablers everywhere.
Hey, I know Context Fan TV bought the league. I bought them to over.
What?
I don't know.
Sounds like a girl.
Look at this.
Look at this.
What?
You gonna put it on the screen?
Oh, you put it on the screen?
Take your time, bro.
Oh shit.
You put it up or not?
Shit.
I can't see shit.
Oh,
You gotta. So
Cass, put it up, man. What's happening?
Why can't I? It's got music over it.
How the fuck is he gonna? I'm looking at Lee Gunner play ball.
What?
What's going on here, right?
Oh, is it this one thing?
Yeah.
Yo, this
What is it?
Hilarious.
Yeah. I've seen that already. But yeah, what I was saying, the bottom line is, what I was saying about Arsenal is that he's changing everything. Like he's big braining it. As we said, that first season where you lot challenged, you lot was looking. I'm talking that was real Arsenal. That was Arsenal in it in full flow. He's changed things, and he's bringing in guys like Calafiori, who you didn't need. I'm sorry, you didn't need him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're bringing in guys like Mika Marino, just NPCs. It's just straight NPC activity. And now and if we're talking about the game, like, if you saw the way Saliba got battered up, by Isak.
I already said it, bro.
Like,
got
the
cooked,
way
bro.
Isak battered up.
Look on man business, bro.
And when it comes to that 1v1 channel defending that everyone sucks him off for, pause.
And the double up. Don't forget the double up.
That was nowhere to be seen today. Raya was drunk, passing the ball up to their opposition players. Gabriel, like the gap between Arsenal's defense and midfield was so big today. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe it. And then
Newcastle,
how do you expect as a manager to play 3+ size midfielders? I said it as well. You man did this against Bournemouth. Hold on. You man did this against Bournemouth, and no one really took a lot of notice to it. You played 3 DMs and Sterling outright and expected to get something out of that game at Bournemouth. 3+ size midfielders, Fat Joe, DJ Khaled, and CeeLo Greenblood. I told you, man, it was enough, bro. Bare entitlement, big bones.
Just because you mentioned his name as well. On Sterling, right? Arsenal need a goal. Where the fuck was he today? Why are we not bringing that
I don't know where he was today, but you guys don't have a half turning. There was no half turning.
I know the problem. Yo, Chelsea misprofiled him. Remember that YouTube?
Remember that one. And you know what it is? And I feel disgusted. And you know what? The 2 Arsenal boys below me, you man actually, the reason why I'm not crashing it like I usually would is because you man see it. You see the fuck that's going on in your club. So I don't need to do the mad thing 24s with you, man. It's the egals. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He needed to come back, bro. There was a lot he needed to.
It's hooks, and you man are taking the brunt of it.
Where is hooks?
And where are these man? Where are the man?
I was on a stream with him earlier, man. He disappeared.
Bro, we done a stream at 5 p.m. We done a stream with these man.
I did one at 7 with him.
How about this, Arsenal guys? Do you guys agree with this? All I told D was that they spoke about the players won't be the confidence wouldn't be shot from the players because they've been unbeaten in 13 games. And I turned around and said, hold on a minute. The focus shouldn't be unbeaten. It should be winning runs. Because you're trying to go for it's winning runs, not unbeaten runs. Unbeaten runs is for the man them that aren't really supposed to be here that are here. That's what the unbeaten runs are.
Winning runs are for Forest and Newcastle.
It's halfway through the season.
What 2-time Champions League winners and what?
Yeah, 6 in a row. What are you saying? 6 in a row in the league. What are you saying?
You can use unbeaten runs, but that depends on how you've been performing in the unbeaten run. We've been shit for weeks. We've been getting away with it. Let's be honest, right? All season, Arsenal haven't managed to string more than 3 wins together in a row in the league before we drop points.
There's easy fixes. Look, there's 2 fixes for Arsenal. Yeah. If I'm Arteta now, I'm on the phone to some travel agents booking a trip to Dubai for the team again, man. That's what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? You need that Dubai break desperately. But if I'm the owners, I'm looking at the team and I'm thinking, this team is a corner team. We may as well sack Arteta and bring in Tony Pulis. At least,
we might as well let the corner guy just take over. Say, yo, you do the end of the season.
And have Pulis in charge,
anyway.
man. That's what you need because that's what you're playing. Get
but
Pulis out there, sort you out, problem solved.
You know why we're not going to do that? We're not going to do that because these owners are not serious. They never have been serious, right? The Cronkies came into Arsenal, and this is quite a few years ago now. One of the first things that they said is we haven't bought a stake in Arsenal to win trophies, right? If anybody thinks that has changed just because they've given this manager £800 million, you're lying to yourselves, right? Because really and truly, we're in a position now where we need this manager or a manager to be backed with extra funds. And these guys are tightening their belts. I've said it from day one. I don't believe the Cronkies are interested in winning. They're just interested in Champions League football, and provided that this manager does that, he will keep his job.
That's big, though, isn't it?
It's a money spinner. You get Champions League, that money just keeps turning over. If you want to be that team, you've got to invest the money, and they're not prepared to do that. It's as simple as that.
But they have spent some money, though. Let's keep it real.
Well, yeah, but
we're in the wrong place, but they have spent some
money on the players that they probably want. But you're right. You're absolutely right. They've spent some money. I've got a couple of things I wanted to say.
Go, Pete.
Honestly, this set piece FC and all this business that lots of other fans and Arsenal fans have talked about, I've not seen it properly until today. You boys literally live for set pieces. That was it. You guys created absolutely nothing in play. I had some arguments with some of the Newcastle fans who were saying, "Oh, Arsenal, good football team, play lovely football." I said, "No, they did last season and maybe the season before, but you have regressed from 3 years ago when you were playing some elite football, right, and playing teams off the park. You did that in moments last season, but this season." I've not seen that at all. And honestly, I think it was within the first 10 minutes when you got a couple of corners. I have never heard a crowd, an atmosphere cheer so loud to receive a corner. You cheered like you'd won a penalty.
Well, they're still in the ground at that stage.
It tells me everything I need to know about Arsenal football team. And the second thing, right? You touched on it before, just as I was coming on, because you were talking about Declan Rice. I'm sorry, it took me 25 minutes to realize the guy was playing. It took me 25 minutes to realize the guy was on the pitch. I cannot believe how far that player, that boy, is dropped off since he signed for you. He has got worse. I don't know what Arteta's doing with that man. I don't know what he's doing with that man, but I tell you,
playing him in the 8, innit?
That boy is not the £100 million player that you paid your money. Honestly. I don't know what's going on.
Barry.
You guys are, and I say you guys, I'm talking about Arteta here, actually, not you. But he is ruining him. He's ruining him. He's ruining that player. He is nowhere near the level of player he was. Ruining him.
Who's he improved, Pete? Who's he improved?
Well, this is
you know what? He improved a couple of players at the start, and then all of a sudden, it's like they've just gone back to what they was at. Yeah, like. If you look at it, Martinelli had that good Martinelli had that good season. You would have thought, oh yeah, he's improved him, and then boom, just fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
You think who else? Odegaard last season, banging. This season fell off a cliff.
Saliba maybe.
Saliba.
Yeah,
actually, Saliba got better out on loan. He got better out on loan.
What about the
number
one scapegoat?
Arsenal.
Zinchenko. Because he was when he.
He's not there no more.
Oh yeah.
No. I'm saying when he
I know.
His first 6 months. In fact, no, his first 8 months even. Because
he unlocked it. Remember, he unlocked Zinchenko. Unlocked it.
And remember, but this is the dumb thing about Arteta, because his defending wasn't good enough. Rather than finding a tactical way to protect him defensively, and as soon as he took out Zinchenko, it was like Arsenal's whole left side and how to break lines. Because remember, since Zinchenko's left, have you guys had a left back that's been able to break lines or do anything? Now, I'm not lauding Zinchenko.
Kieran fit, but obviously he can't.
I'm not lauding Zinchenko. What Zinchenko offered going forward, what you guys had the ball so much, it actually minimalized it took ages to see how bad he was. It took so long for us to even notice how shit he was defensively because of what he was doing going forward. And rather than have a tactical tweak to protect that, like for example, a Trent or what Pep done with Cancelo, he just thought, yeah, cool, bin him off and bring someone in who can just defend and not offer nothing going forward while getting rid of Xhaka and Martinelli being as shit as he is. So now you have no left side.
But then
this is and
then he still plays the inverted with Calafiori and that. He don't go, oh, you know what? I ain't got Zinchenko.
Arsenal attack was scarier than fucking City. I remember playing Arsenal.
I'm not even saying Zini's a mad baller.
I do not want to play this fucking team.
But you know the funniest thing?
You can't even deny
the
that.
The funniest thing about all of this is Arteta has spent nearly £200 million on centre backs trying to play left back or midfielders trying to play left back, right? And Kieran Tierney is still Arsenal's best left back at the football club, right? In terms of like an actual left back. But you're right, Monks. Yeah. When you look at Zinchenko, what he offered Arsenal going forward, and okay, he was defensively poor. You're right. If Arteta could have found a solution to that, in that season in particular, Arsenal didn't have Declan Rice in the midfield. I think we all agree that Declan Rice, what he is very good at, is sweeping up in front of the defence, right? So, if you play Zinchenko at left back now, allow him to express himself going forward, and then tell Rice to sit deep and cover Zinchenko's left back position, maybe that can work.
But
why did we have to buy
how much money? And spend how many millions?
That's what Hendo used to do for Trent, right?
Yeah. Henderson
Hendo used to just sit there, bro.
Cover this guy's gonna win you the game. Cover him.
This guy's good enough. What the fuck?
That's it. I'm not even saying Zinchenko. I'm not even saying Zinchenko is going to win you the game. But the little contingent you had with Zinchenko, Xhaka, and the little exchanges, you could tell what Broski was doing was working down that left side. It was a threat.
Scary, bro.
And
that shit was scary.
I mean, bro, Jimmy, it even gave Saka more space because the threat was now on both sides.
Always on the left.
It wasn't just
this is the thing. Also, I want to make this.
That fucking Arsenal team every week, watching that shit was like, oh my fucking gosh. It was like, yo, what the fuck did Arteta really unlock? That shit was scary to watch. They came
I want to make this the last 2 points that I make because I've got to go, right? This is where Arsenal have gone full circle. When Arteta first took over Arsenal initially, right, before he even spent any money, if you remember rightly, everybody was talking about how Arsenal didn't have any attacking threat on the right-hand side. Everything was going to the left, yeah? Aubameyang was playing effectively left wing back. Everything was going left, yeah? This has come full circle now because Arsenal have nothing on the left and everything's going to the right, yeah? Also, when we was talking about how many players has this manager actually improved, well, I could probably name, and bearing in mind, by the way, that since Arteta has been Arsenal manager, he's signed 31 players. Arsenal have a 22-man squad this season, right? So all of these players, in some way, shape or form, are his. Even if he inherited them, he's given them a contract. Yeah. I could probably name 4 players that he's improved, and they're all in defensive areas, aside from Bukayo Saka. That's it. The rest of the players that he's brought in, he's either
do that anyway.
I think Saka's the level.
Saka's going to do that anyway.
Saka would have done. Saka would have done because he's got star quality, right?
Yeah.
It didn't matter to coach, man.
So let's take Saka out of the equation then. He's probably improved 3 players. Yeah, I would say Saliba's probably a better player than what he was when he first came to Arsenal. David Raya is probably a better player than what he was. You probably say Ben White. Ben White and Gabriel, yeah, but that's about it.
Literally,
right? All the rest of the players in front of that have either regressed or they just haven't got better. Full stop.
Yeah, but
so
even
you have
on
to
those
ask
players
yourself
you mentioned, even on them players, right? Ben White was brought in as a centre back. He was better at right back. Saliba improved when he went off on loan. Right, and he was reluctant to bring him into the team.
You got to give him credit because he.
Either way, he got to get credit because everybody was like,
I don't want to give
him, but you can't just put the sole credit on it. And the ones that he did improve, like Ben White, it was an accident because he ended up putting him at right back. So He ain't got a lot in
He
his
definitely
positives.
killed the attack. That shit is evident. Like watching watching Arsenal used to really be fun. Like it was watching good football, whether you liked them or not. That shit was good football. Now,
bro, falling off a cliff.
Like we be doing hate-alongs and we start talking about every fucking thing else except the game. We don't be talking. The game be boring as fuck.
Bro,
can we not give Newcastle some flowers, please?
No, Newcastle done their thing. They done their thing, man.
Can we talk about Sandro Thiago?
Big up Howie as well, because Howie
Tonali and Dan Burn for me.
Tonali, man. Is anyone
hey, little Murphy's got to get a shout out as well, you know.
I said don't sleep in him, bro. Don't sleep in him, bro.
No. He is still rubbed, but he's rubbed.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is anybody mentioned the fact that we didn't even have Bruno tonight?
Yeah,
I got you. And Shaw. And
Shaw's been one of their best players as well.
No Callum Wilson, no Nick Pope.
Hold on. Specs, can you tell me what you injected, what super serum you injected Sven Botman with? Donny went down injured, come back from an ACL before that game against Tottenham, and he's looking like Virgil van Dijk. Bro. What the hell?
Was it Botman who won the head?
Hold on,
yes. Botman's class.
Botman been a boss from there anyway.
100%.
I'm not surprised.
I know about Botman from FM
Manager. Don't get it twisted. He's been out for a minute. Played 100 minutes against Spurs.
And then played again.
Played again, bro.
After going down injured. After going down first 2 games back in 10 months. First 2 games back in 10 months. And he played both of those games like he'd never been away. Tonight, he had a little rusty moment with Solanke's goal. Just come back, but then was brilliant after that. Tonight, from minute 1 to minute 95, the boy was an absolute flawless performance.
You know what as well with Dan? I don't think I've ever seen Burn have a bad game. You know, he's so underrated that he gives you a good level all around the board. If you get what I mean. And this guy is like
sometimes because of his pace and
like
but
how true, bro, he's like 6'4" playing left back.
Nice.
He's
6'7".
Yeah, he's 6'7". You don't playing left back makes no sense, but he somehow does, bro. You got to big him up. No, but he does. He goes everywhere. He goes everywhere. When Cher comes back, he'll go back left back maybe because he could do it.
But now it's a battle. It's a battle now.
I don't think Cher's getting back in the team.
Who gets dropped?
What you think?
I think Burnham Botman looked absolute rock solid. Rock solid.
Jimmy, this one
he looked gone about 6 months ago. You know, he looked gone.
Jimmy, you see Livramento on the wall. That could have been you, blood. You see Livramento on the wall.
Listen. We got a lot of
Lewis Hall. Both of them.
Don't be surprised.
Listen, what they did, I'm gonna be real. What they did for PSR, I can't. Like we got like 60. 50 plus.
Yeah, but
I know you got.
If you're looking at it now,
bro. Don't be surprised if they're your fullback. Don't be surprised if they're your fullback starting for England in March.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if they're the right and left.
Livramento is cold, by the way. That is cold.
I wouldn't diss them, but I'm good.
But Lewis Hall was more the. You get me? If I'm being honest, than Tino so far this season. I think Lewis Hall has been. Yeah, I think Tino.
I just like Livramento. I don't know why.
Same here, bro. Same here.
I just like it.
Yeah,
they're both good, man. They're both good.
New Henry and
Newcastle are cooking. Specs is now Eddie Howe in again. That's good to see.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying? After he was Eddie Howe out, so Specs is good to have you back.
I don't know because this is from before.
Hey, that one there. It makes sense.
Back to the Isak Haaland one, bruv. Get me? Because anyway, we won't get to that.
Hey, chill out.
I've been telling man. No, I've been telling man. It's not a mockery thing. Like man, is starting to scroll.
No, but he put wait. He put Henry in there as well.
That's too far. That's too far.
No, that part I didn't.
Oh, you didn't read that? Okay, respect.
Anyway, you can go subscribe to everyone if you wish. This is out there because everyone can see the names in it. So it's easier like that. So if you want to go put in the YouTube bar, screenshot this, come back to this if you can't remember, you'll find it. Big up to everyone that jumped on, pause, and then of course we back tomorrow.
Big up to the viewers as well, man. In the chat.
Kunle is finished. He said he's got notes. Kunle said he's got notes.
Boy, he's
crazy,
pissed,
man.
Bro. Every Arsenal man's pissed right now.
Anyone got anything else to say?
Boy, the way the lads, isn't it?
I'm 1 foot out with Arteta. Yeah, I'm not. I'm
AFTV, man.
One.
Listen. No. Because hold on, but no. Go back. Rewind the tapes. I said on the last one, I said if we don't get one of the majors, he's gone. I don't care about FA Cup or Carling Cup.
Oh, you ain't getting a major.
Listen. We might not. Listen, hold on. We might not be getting it, but I can't then say, oh, I want him gone if he don't win a major, and then we fuck up in the FA Cup, and I'm saying he's out. It don't weigh up. I want a major until we can't win one of them. That's when I'll talk.
You can't win one of them now, man. I'll tell you straight up.
I am tired.
Can I just ask you something before we go? Like, obviously, we're bigging up Newcastle, rightly so. But how are you feeling about Saturday, bro? Are you thinking you could be stealing a
Sunday? I'm taking nothing less than going through that competition. If
Man, you bounced out Arsenal. Oh
are we saying here that if Man United go to the Emirates and win, are we saying that Arteta has to go?
Yeah. If he does that, if they come to our ground and beat us in the FA Cup, I would then be a flip flop and I'll be going up.
God, yo,
you have got injuries though, man. Don't forget the injuries.
Yo, bro, everyone's got injuries, bro.
We've got injuries to specs, man.
I know, but them man, it's a bit mad for them. You get me still. Anyway.
Yeah, man.
Hey, big up Newcastle, man. We're coming for more. We want more, man.
Come on,
Premier
bro.
League. We want to get that.